This
All the
time
Fnatic
around,
fans-
I hope TNC knows what they're doing against it, because last game they had 0 answers. He free farmed on lane. Did he ever die in this entire game? I don't think so, right?
I don't have the answer to that one off the top of my head.
Maybe 0 deaths,
He
maybe
died with
not.
Aegis.
But he carried his team. That's all that matters. And they're giving it to him again. And Lion.
I was about to say that. They're gonna let them have the exact same 2 first picks, the Lion, the Terrorblade. I guess TNC are like, it's alright, it was only one
And now we
game,
throw to
let's
GoDz to explain the thought process.
Why
I'm
do you
not
give him the
sure.
Terrorblade?
I mean, I think this is just a better omen for Fnatic. So, I mean, the thought process for Fnatic, I can explain. It's like, we get first pick. I think TNC should have just banned Lion, because this Lion hero allows you to pick TB, and Lion is just like a very, like, it's like soft counter to TB. But the reason TNC don't first to the TB themselves is because then they're playing into Lion plus a potential counter like PL. So, I think TNC think this Phoenix plus teamfight is going to be the answer. My guess is they're going to go very heavy teamfight, unlike last game where it felt like Fnatic had both TB and better teamfight. This time around, TNC's like, we'll give them TB, but we'll make sure we have the better teamfight.
Yeah. And the lane is pretty good. Like, if it is Dragon Knight Phoenix against the Terrorblade, he should be having a lot more problems than last game.
And also, DK gives them stuns, so they've got those disables that they need to play around, which they didn't well, they did last game, but they had to pick a Shaman. So
no need for Shaman anymore. They're happy.
Yeah.
They had Shaman on the list. They crossed him out. They're like, all right, don't trial that one again.
Yeah. Mushi was like, no.
Taking it off the list, never to be played again for poor TNC. But yeah, the Dragon Knight's also really good because, like you guys have said many times, it's really flexible, right? It can go in that lane with the Phoenix, but they can also put it in a few other places as well, depending on what Fnatic pick. And I think that's where TNC thrives, is not being backed into that corner that they were for last game. They have a lot more options open for them. And on top of that Lion topic that we were talking about, I personally would rather let the Lion through and have that Terrorblade paired with it than to let a Nyx Assassin through.
I mean, you know me, I'm a Nyx hater. I agree with that. I'm a little bit concerned for TNC though. The last 2 drafts were pretty Fnatic favored. Hopefully they can figure out what they want this time around, because Fnatic looks like they know exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, I wonder if I was going to have a bold prediction. Last time they actually played DK carry TNC one game. I wonder if that's going to be something they consider. They did it when they have a mid. I think they had a mid TA. So usually that's when they have like a mid that can also dealt damage, which I don't think there's any good options. I say that because Lesh is actually still in the pool. That's usually been a first 2 pick, but Lesh is there for both teams. The problem with TNC picking Lesh is it kind of reveals that, you know, DK off lane, Lesh mid, and I don't think TNC want to reveal their mid and off laner this early on when they have the last pick. So they're actually going to ban the Lesh, which is smart.
Yeah, Mirana back on the menu. A DK Mirana lane. Very good against a hero like Terrorblade, who has very low health.
Yeah.
I like
good at all stages in the game. Like late game, you have a way to kill TB. I feel like this forces Fnatic to pick up some kind of save, like a Tusk or something, to basically answer that Dragon Tail arrow combo. They need
potentially
a way
Abaddon
to keep TB alive. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, Abaddon, Tusk, whatever it may be.
TB Abaddon is also a pretty decent lane, but yeah, TNC looks already a lot better than before. With their 3 heroes.
I would agree with you. Fnatic has picked up that Abaddon.
Oh, and she went through this time. I didn't notice.
Yeah, neither did I.
Armel Puck, let's go. Yeah. That is a good answer to Terrorblade.
They were not going to let it go through any longer. They're like, we have to pick it now, because if it's not picked now, it's definitely going to get banned in one of the next phases. Sure.
But again, they do have a Lion against it. It's not a free puck game, but Armel has played against a lot of pucks in this qualifier already and seemed very comfortable with it.
We've seen a similar lineup come out from TNC as well, except they had the Terrorblade on the side joined with the puck and the Phoenix and the
which
Dragon
is way
Knight.
better.
Yeah.
And their carry options when we get to the end of this draft, I feel like they're going to be, again, digging out from the bottom of the barrel. They've already lost, you know, the obvious TB counters. There's going to be 2 more bans, so it does feel like the Gabby hero options are going to be limited this game.
Yeah, once more. 3rd game in a row. I mean, I'm just going to keep going back to it. I won.
Last pick is not working.
Naga Siren, let's go.
Ooh, out of the heroes picked for TNC right now, can Gabby be put on any of these comfortably?
I mean, he can play
Just the
Dragon Knight,
DK.
but
Yeah.
it is already pretty much confirmed that it is a DK Mirana dual offlane. They could put Dragon Knight as carry, but you're on such a big timer against this Terrorblade. Like, you don't want to do that to yourself. I'd much rather see them just pick something. I mean, Drow is just gonna get banned again, and Aqua. This time around, they banned Faces Void actually.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's a strong combo with the egg. That means
So
the
maybe
Drow
that
might
Drow
survive for the
Arc
Arc Warden.
through, yeah.
So they
Are
do
you
have some
willing to
options.
have an? Are you willing to have another Arc Warden game?
I'm fine with it. I'm. Today's early. I woke up early, drank lots of water. I'm ready for a 10-hour game if need be.
I don't think I'm ready for a 10-hour game.
Yeah, don't make it happen, please. I was just kidding. You know my philosophy: 1 hour and I'm out.
Yeah, and I was so proud of you yesterday. You lasted till the 70-minute game. You hadn't tapped out yet.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave GoDz alone. I know how much he likes me, so I want to keep him company.
Glad you went the distance for me. I know you struggle to last long enough, Black. So thank you.
Yeah, it's one of my weaknesses. You know, can't be good at everything.
Can't be good at everything. But this Ember Spirit, what is it good for on the Fnatic lineup? Tell me that one, Black.
They honestly have pretty good answers to it. They have an arrow. After a Dragon Tail, they have a Puck Coil. It's not an easy Ember game, but in combination with Abaddon, it's a lot harder to lock him down. So he's just going to be looking for an early BKB and jump into the back lines of the team fight. Just make sure life is hard for the Phoenix, Mirana, and Puck. And it lanes very well against Puck too. Just max Sleight of Fist. There's a ton of damage in the laning phase. So Drow Ranger is in.
I don't know. I think the reason they leave it in is because it's pretty hard to play Drow into heroes like Ember. I feel like that they just get on top of you. That's another hero that Ember makes their life difficult.
Very
So
true.
you like the Drow. Is there a potential for the Medusa, or does that make TNC's lineup a little too greedy?
Medusa can work.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
see that working.
a little bit low on the damage front early on, perhaps. Like you have a Dragon Knight, Mirana, who doesn't really deal a lot of damage until higher levels. Same with Puck.
It doesn't fit what we've been seeing from TNC, right? Which is that really big explosive early game. So it could work, just not really the style that they've been going for right now.
And I don't really know how much Gabby actually likes heroes like Medusa. He's more of this jumpy kind of core player, which Drow Ranger also doesn't really fit. Or maybe he's gonna pull out another hero out of the magic box.
5 seconds remaining.
One of the unplayed heroes potentially that we've been haven't been seeing.
Unfortunately, I think that's not gonna happen. Terrorblade is so good against most of them.
It's probably why so many of them are still unpicked. Terrorblade's just so consistent.
It's a godlike hero right now. Got nerfed a little bit. -2 base armor. Oh no.
Fnatic side, though, they are coming up to their last pick.
Time for Legion Commander again.
You've really wanted it since game 1.
Yeah, I mean, game 1 it didn't work because it was a bad Legion pick, but now it's actually a really good Legion pick against this Puck Coil, Dragon Knight Mirana. You have Abaddon who can save, you have Legion who can save, Lion. Legion is a strong lane, but maybe Def is like, nah, don't do that to me.
He knows. I feel like he knows if he picks Legion, they're gonna Ursa again. Which, you know, it's not like completely game over for you, but last time around it was a tough time for him.
Bloodseeker.
Oh,
All right,
interesting
now I
pick.
think I like Dusa a little bit more.
I feel like we've seen Fnatic play the Bloodseeker as well before. If I do believe so, unless someone corrects me. as I'm
One
wrong.
game with Death had.
Yeah,
it.
they
Can't remember
had-
the exact one.
Yeah, they had Io, Lion, Bloodseeker, Gyro, and Templar Assassin.
Yes, is a very strong
Yeah.
pressure hero. Not a lot of carry heroes can lane against him comfortably. So the question is, are we going to see Drow or something more out of the box, like a Medusa? Troll Waller, let's go. Drow makes the most sense, I think.
We'll see as the time.
Gabby,
ticks
what do
down.
you have for us, man? We're
I've
all
already
looking at
seen
you.
it.
Yeah, this is to me again a bad side that the way TNC uses last
Is
week,
that
they will go
Medusa?
for the safe option. Yeah,
Yeah.
Medusa.
Yeah, I think Medusa makes a lot more sense now that they picked Bloodseeker, because you are a tower to begin with. You do not care about getting ruptured at all. You just want to stand there and hit people. Makes perfect sense. Lanes well into Bloodseeker too. And it doesn't really put a timer on Fnatic, I'd say. But you can definitely match a Terrorblade.
They also don't struggle, like, if Ember Spirit were to jump on top of the Medusa, it's not going to struggle anywhere near as much as that Drow. But normal question that I always am going to ask, starting with you, Black, which draft do you like? Which side do you favor?
I think I'm going to go with TNC this time around. Their
Okay.
gameplay seems a little bit more easy, whereas Fnatic, they really rely on DJ playing out of his mind and with his positioning, shielding off important spells. It seems like a pretty tough Abaddon game. I like what TNC has here.
And God, for you, which one do you like?
I'm gonna lean Fnatic. They've got Lion TB, which is just like a proven recipe for success. I feel like that's you know, that, and also I want a game 5. So those two things. Give me Fnatic. Give me game 5.
That is very true. I would absolutely love a game 5, but I do slightly favor TNC's draft a little bit more, on top of the fact that they've been able to execute a little bit better than Fnatic in the games we have seen. Yeah, I think it's just a recipe for success on the side of TNC. But we're gonna jump into game number 4 for this grand finals. Take it away.
Alrighty, it's game 4, and it's do or die time, Black. Gabby, you've been calling for the Naga Siren. Not a hero he plays, but the Medusa he does play. He does play the Medusa a little bit. He's played it the last 2 times he's played it in the last 3 months. He won both of those games. One of those was in the DPC against Boom. He also won a game against Galaxy Racer 3 months ago with the hero. So he can play the Medusa even if it's not his go-to.
Sure. It's just not really this mobility kind of carry here that he loves to play so much, but it makes perfect sense in this draft. And I might have to go for Fnatic as well. I really hate this DK persona. It just doesn't look like Dota.
You've swapped over. You've hopped on the Fnatic bandwagon, and
I mean, look at this DK persona. Does it belong in Dota? It looks like a comic character. I don't know.
I think it's fine. It
looks so silly. Look at it.
I think one of the comments I remember reading about like the new heroes and stuff is we need more monster heroes. Like it feels like every kind of new hero is kind of human-like, or
okay, fair enough.
We need just some like the broods, the monsters, you know, the Nyxes, the bugs. Like that's what we need, some new heroes with some
like
fear to them. Yeah.
Okay,
like
I mean I like that. I think monster heroes are really cool, and some of the monster heroes have the best voices in Dota here. Terrorblade, Outworld Devourer, Shadow Fiend, their voices are amazing, their models are really cool, and then we get a squirrel. Like, really? Why?
Human-like squirrel, kind of.
With 500 times more pixels than water, man.
Oh, hell yes.
Well, here we go, Black. We'll save that conversation for another day, I'm sure. We'll get Ice Frog on the phone.
Yeah, right after the series.
Speed dial, I hear. Yep. And we'll get the next patch rolling. Well, actually, no, we have to wait probably till the next Qualifier region set before that patch happens. But here we go. Anything? Puck versus Ember mid. Top lane, we've got Mirana DK versus Abba TB. Any lanes you feel like are going to be more action-packed than others?
Not really, honestly. I don't really see a kill happen anywhere. Maybe bottom? Like, Impale into Blood Riot on the Phoenix? Or Medusa, even. Oh, he's getting very low there. But all the lanes are really just farm-focused. Terrorblade will just farm against the Dragon Knight, because he has the Abaddon shield. He should never die, unless Abaddon pulls and he gets like, caught out of position. Same with mid lane. You just farm there. And bot lane should pretty much be the same thing.
Gabby just with some...
Umi's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, Boomy getting caught by the Blood Riot, but yeah, Gabby getting some last hits while both enemies were trying to get those denies, so great start for him. And back at top, Tim's Mirana. It feels like he is one of these players. He's got the DK setup, but we've seen him land these arrows even without the setups. He's in trouble though. Doesn't have the leap, and with the Orb of Venom plus the Metamorphosis, they're going to get first blood. The Caster Curse strikes. I shouldn't have been hyping him up because he gives away an early kill.
That is not what should have happened.
wanted to contest the pull, and DJ saw the opening. This Orb of Venom as a starting item is causing a lot of problems. Ooh,
Yeah.
Arrow top. Doesn't find DJ, finds the creep.
I think it's also the first time that he started with this on his Abaddon. Recognizing that Mirana level 1 is just very weak, and that's the only weak time they can abuse to kill this, and that's the time they found.
Even the DK, not a hero that's going to force you to buy a lot of regen and harass you.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of a lane that takes a few levels and a little bit to come online. But now Leap is in play. DJ continues to go for the right clicks. No points in the Curse of Avernus, which I'm totally okay with. He's just going for this more kind of, utility build.
Yeah. And of course DK is... He's not a weak laner per se, but he's just not a hero that can pressure you at all, right? And then once you're level 6, you just start a tower pressure. Tim's getting a little bit low, but of course has leaps to work with. Oh, DJ managed to snatch the bounty.
Oh, that's still fine.
Yeah. That
More
means
skins
Armel.
away from this lane as well.
Mm-hmm. And that's the power of Terabit also. Like, heroes like DK are so good because they can just right-click you, making last hitting really hard. But because of all these illusions and the damage they deal, it's very easy for them to last hit.
Mid lane, Ember doing well against the puck, just able to tank through the spells with Flame Guard, spamming Sleight of Fist whenever it's up with the Blightstone and an arrow.
Oh, that's your kind of arrow.
You know me too well.
Yeah,
he refilled the bottle, Black, okay? He did his job, and he was just, he had a free arrow to try and get a kill.
Yeah,
Just
it
so
was
happened to
very
hit a range
close.
creep.
The Ember literally just walked behind the creep. I was like, yeah.
It's a happy Mirana. You got a range creep out of it,
Yeah,
that
probably
that
did
creep
7
could have
for the
been
game.
denied, If he's just looking out for his puck, making sure it doesn't get denied.
I know that feeling. Usually I'm on the other side. I'm on the puck side.
Oh, so you're happy? Yeah, okay.
Of course I'm happy. Always happy.
Next time I play a pub game with you, I'll come mid on Mirana and just shoot arrows that may or may not accidentally get your range creep.
As soon as you do that, I'll intentionally aggro the melee creeps in front of it. Just to be like, ha.
Oh, the pub players on my team are not skilled enough to do that. Damn it! You found a solution for me.
Oh no! What do we do now? My strat is gone. Metamorphosis pop.
Don't.
Just to farm.
Yep. Let's farm. Push out the DK a little bit.
Mirana is still middle, looking for another arrow potentially.
Yeah. I guess feeling like
Not
there's
on the
just
range
nothing
creep
to-
again, please. Arrow is coming
Nukes
through.
it out. He's looking to place it, but the TP coming in from the
He
Abaddon.
dodged the
Arrow
coil.
hit. The TP. TP got cancelled. Jabs is here though to help bail him out. Armel waning wrist forward, but yeah, dodged the coil. What a play from Chuan. Now the dive coming in from the Phoenix as he shows up. All the supports converging on this lane. Tims gets away, but the vision is there from the third, and with the shield popping, DJ gets the kill. And now he's looking for an escape, which he may not have. Armel will have another orb in a couple of seconds. It gets dodged by DJ. He'll have to run back to the high ground, which could spell his demise. As Puck finishes him off. Oh, Tron tipping him with the miscoil. Whew.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's not something you can really counterplay, you know? It's just unfortunate timing, really. Like, he slides of fists while he coils. It's just... It happens. And it feels really bad, but what can you do, man? I feel like the arrow would have missed, though, if you got coiled, right? So, wouldn't have led to a kill. regardless.
That's so true. He actually ends up hitting a crazy good arrow after all. But Amel, a bit of fortune going his way, gets the 6-minute power rune up top where he was already headed.
Yeah.
His
tried
game
to
looking
steal
good.
it. Very... You know, when you slide a fist on top of a rune, you can right-click it and steal it?
Yeah.
Yeah, going for the play there. Just not
Wow.
being able to quite get it. And I'm looking for a rotation here from Amel, for sure. With that Arcane Rune, maybe towards the Bloodseeker. Yusa? Nah, he seems to be more than fine. Jabs is in a little bit of trouble, maybe.
Not making a move right away.
Yeah.
I think
Arcane
when
Rune
the
Puck
play
is
you
scary.
mentioned- Oh yeah.
He's being
I
top.
was gonna say the play you mentioned. Yeah, he just headed top, and Armel looking to see
Hi,
what he can find
DJ.
up here. DJ, yeah, may just go down if they want to commit a coil here. And we'll do so. They'll just take the free kill. I think once he scouts out DJ, he knows there's no way to get the TP. TP's already deep into the jungle, so he's gonna just throw a 50-second cooldown coil because of the arcane rune, so why not?
Yeah, and get a lot of tower pressure at top as well. Bottom Medusa
Lane,
again.
meanwhile.
I mean, he's just too survivable with his mana shield. That is the problem as Ember Spirit. Like, you can't really ever pressure the tower when the enemy mid laner leaves, so now he's making his way towards the bot lane. But this Medusa is very survivable.
And
And
they're
Puck
losing
has
top
TP
tower.
ready soon.
Dire's top tower is under
Just no
attack.
mana. For me.
Gets hit by the earth spike, in goes Xuan.
Yes, stick
Amber
though.
has a sleight of fist. Yeah, he's gonna have stick as well as a dive, so he gets back to the safety of his trees, goes for the TP out. Gabby, what's his play? Does he stay down here, or does he feel like it's time to leave?
Might be time to leave, because Ember's coming back momentarily, and they do have a rupture. If Gabby
Last
dies here,
snake.
it's really bad for him.
He's gotten maybe a little bit greedy. The Searing Chain to the blood, right? The TP's coming in. I think they recognize that they cannot let Gabby die.
Yeah.
So,
He has 11 sticks too, so he's very survivable with the mana shield, of course.
Doesn't look like Gabby wants to stay down here. Even you don't want. I mean, DK, he's already committed the TP, so Gabby may just go back to the jungle now.
Yeah, mid lane, another coil on DJ. This time around, he doesn't die,
Courier has been killed.
but yeah, he doesn't like DJ very much. It seems like every time he throws a coil out on him. Good arrow, but no conversion.
Yeah, not going to be followed up. He gets the D ward down bottom on that power ward, so that's a nice find for him.
Yep, and TB
Relying that
TP'd
Fnatic
bottom
vision.
with level 4 meta. Can they kill his Dragonet though? He's pretty tanky.
Yeah, that's I guess why they left him down here then. Medusa's like, alright, you're now on tower defense, Yugi. They took top, and usually this is a tower trade, but Bok getting ruptured. Gets hit by the Earth Spike, so he can't get out of the Blood Red Silence. He'll be in some trouble here. The stun's still going. He gets a Dragon Tail up perhaps before he dies. The
Alive.
Sunray Heal coming in, and Death will be in some trouble with the heals. He is still alive. Too much survivability. The Blood Right is not going to be enough, but the Earth Spike will finish off the kill. Death gets a little bit of a heal from that, so that could help him out. He goes for the TP. Orb still on Corp. And now Xuan showing up. Catches out the Phoenix. Jabs has an Earth Spike in a couple of seconds, but he's got to be a little bit careful. The Puck is hunting for him. Jabs wants his kill. Doesn't look like he's going to be needed for it. The Ember just gets it on his own. Great play from Xuan on the Ember. Causing all kinds of problems. As Armo just looking to clear the creeps to keep this tower alive. Cutting waves, cutting creeps. I like what I'm seeing from his Puck, but it's Fnatic who come out on top of this little skirmish.
Yeah, and this little observer ward from the Radiant gave Armel all the information he needed.
Just looking to turn around on Jabs. The Orb not going to land as Armel goes in with the Coil plus Silence and the double Star Storm hit.
Radiant's bottom
Find
Yep.
Jabs.
is under attack.
And Phoenix TPing down there to get level 6. There's a tome available, so he should have it whenever he chooses to buy it. And that's a big ultimate. Like Puck Coil plus Phoenix. Or
Tail.
Death, maybe a little bit of a problem.
He didn't have mana for the arrow, so there was no follow-up. He's very tanky with this hood, though. Looks
Yeah.
like TNC are just trying to force him off the lane so they can pressure the tower with the Siege Wagon.
Now the arrow on DJ.
Ooh, he's level 5 only. They're going to go for the kill. They follow it up. They do have to worry about this Blood Right turnaround.
Okay.
Bok's Dragonet could be in trouble. He's being ruptured up, so he may pay the price for this aggression. They get some damage on the Tier 1 tower, but trading a core for a support here.
Yeah. The arrow may be a little bit of a bait, where they go in a little deeper than they should. What? Space for Terrorblade? I mean, what do we even say about this hero anymore? It feels like every game is the same, where he just gets so absurdly rich so fast because of his conjure images. And then once he hits his timings, it's an unstoppable force.
Well, we'll see if Medusa has anything to say about that. I feel like we were seeing a lot of Medusa for a while. I remember watching the Etsy and China DPC, and you guys were always hyping up how good this hero was with the old Axe build, but what does the current Medusa build look like?
You don't really go for Axe anymore, almost ever, simply because of the new talent timing. So now you just itemize into the right click, you get the 30 attack speed talent, which is really good. You get a free evasion talent, and you just don't have the same team fight prowess anymore than you did previously, because hitting level 15 and the Axe timing was very, very simple and very quick. This time around, You need level 20 to do the same thing, and the timings just don't check out anymore. This is why the hero doesn't get picked as much. He's still very strong though, just have to play it differently.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Down bottom, they're going to invis up. They're looking for initiation. Can they find Raven? They've got the supernova ready to go.
Bok is almost
They're
dead already.
charging in the knife. Yeah, Bok, he just gets blown up before he can do anything. Armel winning rips in, but he's going to get the hell out of there. He does drop the Dream Coil with the Stone Gaze. TNC at least can't get gone for now, but now it's worn off, and Fnatic have taken almost no damage here. They've got to get Armel out of there. He doesn't orb very far. He jaunts, actually gets the winning rift down to the low ground. Oh, will manage to get his way out of there. Sleight of Fist spam going to do some good damage here, but every ultimate was used except for the Stone Gaze on Gabby.
Yeah, Bok's running in and dying in a second. Way overestimating his strength there. EK is trying to get to a Blink Dagger. I don't know, I'm a little bit scared for this Dragon Knight. I feel like every time he brings in, he's just gonna die. He's not survivable against all this pure damage.
Yeah, well, I guess, I mean, for now it's pre-blink, but we've seen the firepower coming out from the Fnatic side as Armel wants to orb his way out of there.
Yeah. He finished his what's it called, Witchblade now, so his damage output is going to be a little higher. But they're not really farmed on the Fnatic side either. Like this Ember and Bloodseeker, it's not like they're monstrously farmed. They're just as poor as the Dragon Knight. Oh, nice deny. Doesn't seem like much, but it's actually 250 gold for the team. Pretty good.
We are headed towards perhaps more of the style of game, you know, that we've become very familiar with and that we expected from these two teams. The first two games, the TNC ones, were, you know, much quicker, fast-paced, but this feels like we're back to the battle of the late game carries. Dusa versus Terrorblade, both heroes getting free farm, neither team pulling ahead, and probably a lot of battles around this Roshan.
Yeah. This time around, TNC just didn't want to get put themselves onto this clock, this so scary clock where you go into late game versus Terrorblade, you just lose. So they picked the Medusa, which naturally will lead to a slower paced game. But yeah, there's nothing scarier than being on a clock on a TI qualifier. It's the worst feeling.
T1 tower, Armel wants it. He's coming in, is it going to get denied as well? Yep, another tower deny.
Jabs TPing in, slow TP though.
Armel was trying to get it from the trees there, but that's now 2 towers denied by Fnatic.
Yeah. Dusa, TB, neck and neck.
Tower is under attack.
I mean, everybody is neck and neck. Look at all these rolls. The farm distribution is very even.
He's right down to the supports. One of the things I feel like, you know, there is a TB, but it does feel like this Supernova could be at least a little bit of a problem in these team fights.
100%. And the problem is Bloodseeker is not very farmed to a point where if he doesn't get some farm soon or some teamfight success, he might just end up as a support. Which is why we don't see a lot of Bloodseeker. If you don't crush your lane and snowball, you don't do a whole lot. Coil pop.
Lion gets caught by the coil, and Gabby's there to back it up and secure the kill. Doesn't get the orb out, so gotta be careful. The Ember's just gonna finish him off. Okay.
A lot of
Fnatic
damage with the
dishing out
Javelin
some
proc
tips.
as well.
Yeah, okay. I was like, oh, that explains that
Oh, he didn't stun
crazy
him.
amount.
Fuck.
Maybe
It was a big misplay there. Ember would have died, I'm pretty sure.
with the arrow follow-up, yeah. Mid lane, they're going to defend that instead. They don't want to overcommit. Instead, Death, he thought it was maybe safe here, but and he is. Okay, he's fine. He'll back off.
Gabby's actually going for the same old item build. He's still going for the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
Despite
I think I've seen at least 1 or 2 juices go for it.
Okay.
In
I
this
mean, you get the
qualifier so
cooldown on the snake a little bit sooner now. But the big talent was always the mana gain from the snake, which is of course 20 now. See how much it will do. But now he finishes his Manta style, which is of course against the Bloodseeker Silence and the Searing Chains. But Lion of course is very good against these illusions.
Yeah. Lion has been the support of not just this series, but this entire qualifier. feel like I remember coming in when we got to day one, first series, we're like, what heroes should we see? We're talking about like stuff like Hoodwink, you know? Hoodwink, the most picked hero. Every other region's picking Hoodwink, and SEA teams like, dude, this Hoodwink hero doesn't do anything. We're all about the Lion here.
Yeah, it's Lion and Phoenix, I think, the most picked, right, in this qualifier? Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm gonna say you're right, but I don't know.
I see Phoenix a lot.
I believe in you, Black. I think
you.
the Dota buff stats are only they showed the combo region, so I'm not sure.
Or the combo region. Okay. But yeah, of course, this Phoenix hero also is just such a dominant team fighter. Has been for such a long time as well. Even post nerfs. And Lion finishes his blink now. Do they want to go for quick smoke?
Yeah. Dire Scan did scout them out near the Roshan pit. Neither team, of course, going for Roshan yet. It's not like either team was geared towards it.
Terrible
Maybe
Roshan.
Medusa. They're looking at like, you know, a 2-3 item timing before they even consider. And even then, they're not considering Roche. They want to take it fight first.
Yeah. And the way Gabby's itemizing here
Bottom tower
tells me they want to hit before Terrorblade hits critical mass. Like, he is not gearing towards the late game just yet, but more for these mid-game team fights.
are fortified.
Alright, well, TNC, if they get a top tier 2 tower, that could open things up to get this outpost, give them a little bit of an XP boost, but Fnatic don't want to maybe give this one up. They TP and DJ.
They're too late though if they want to TP, I think.
Run in, yeah. Other heroes not TPing, they are looking to rotate, and this tower looks like will go down. TNC have the disengage if they need it with the Stone Gaze.
No.
This is
Ember's
on,
rotating
link in
in.
with the Hex.
It's a DD Ember.
Saga, they may just let Tims die here. Yeah, Schwan shows up with a DD, and I think they're going to leave Tims to the Wolves. Fnatic chomp down and will take the freebie kill.
Yeah. Puck.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We have seen so many Armel pucks just be dominant. This game is a little bit more difficult, of course, because there's a Lion. It's not a free puck game. But even against puck, I feel like I've seen Armel do godly things.
Some of these, yeah, SCA puck players just seem to be able to maneuver around even the lineups that have a ton of disables.
Yeah. Even from T1, Carl, one of the best pucks in the world. So many good puck players in SEA. Kind of insane. Maybe the hero of the region, even. Meta pop.
It's like they run at the challenge of playing into disables. Great Earth Spike from Jabs. Catches out 2. The Finger of Death fall. There we go. We're just hyping him up. The Caster Curse. It strikes once more. Puck goes down. He got found by the Lion.
Impale. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we just see time and time again why Lion is so good.
Under attack.
And I feel like Fnatic wins this game. Maybe TNC. No. I mean, I guess it depends on who has first pick.
Has fallen.
Because in the first game, I think TNC first picked Lion. But yeah,
This was,
might
I mean,
be
this was
ban
2
worthy.
games in a row where Fnatic had first pick, because it feels like the team should be prioritizing first pick because Lion is such an important hero. Plus, you can do this Lion TP opener where your draft just feels so good once you get Lion TP, like you don't really have any gaps.
In your drafting, like the way it works, well, not really new anymore, but where you get 3 bans after the first 2 picks, is really strong for first pick. Because they just first to the Terrorblade, as you said, and then they ban a lot of the hard matchups. And the semi-hard matchups are still in the pool, sure, but Lion sort of covers those a little bit.
Here we go, TNC ready to take this first fight. They go in,
Only a
blinking with a
bat.
Dragon Tail. Arrow, yep, follow up, and it's not the hero they're hoping for. They do get the slow out on DJ. He's still got a shield if needed, so.
No, he's gonna get away. He is.
Down, nope. Had the Holy Locket. Coil elsewhere. They found Death. He's going to break the coil, perhaps hoping for a shield here, but DJ a little bit far away. He's in trouble now. They pulled DJ back in. Because Death got caught, the Abaddon tried to save him and dies in the process, but looks like he will, in fact,
Radiant's bottom
save Death, so
under attack.
worth his
Radiant structures
own demise.
Yeah. And we actually saw Armel taking the Home of Experience. I feel like they should be prioritizing Phoenix a little bit more, maybe. So he gets his 12 faster. Maybe he'll be getting it from the creep waves down there instead. This Phoenix egg is gonna be massive for these team fights.
Alright, that's going to be a level 2 egg soon. He's
Yep.
found some alone time down bottom.
Egg Medusa ult, we have seen so many times. It's one of the more classic combos.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's all hit the egg. Medusa starts screaming and you're like, oh no, we're all slowed and we can't hit the egg. I haven't really seen a heavy team fight yet from TNC, which is a little bit weird because they have Coil, Medusa ult and, as we said, the Phoenix egg. Should be pretty easy team fights for them.
That was the Singapore Major combo. Everyone was picking Puck every game, and it was the Puck Phoenix where you coil them and you drop an egg on top of them and they can't run from it.
Yeah, and you can't really fight into it either. Just a very potent combination. Gabby now also finished up his Aghanim Scepter, and I think they should be going aggressive here soon. They're giving this Terrorblade a lot of space. He finished the Skadi already.
You mentioned
Very
level
strong
20
now.
talent. Medusa only 2 levels away from it, so at least that's kind of on the horizon for
Yeah.
TNC.
Just feel like they
One-
could have turned up the speed of the game a little bit. Like the pace is a little slow, which favors Fnatic. And TNC definitely have the right heroes to up the pace, because they didn't feel comfortable doing so yet.
Definitely, I would say partially hats off to DJ. His positioning on the Abaddon, he's just tanking these smoke ganks.
Yeah.
Every time it feels like TNC try and make a move, DJ's just there to be like, maybe I die, maybe I don't. Either way, you're not going to get anything out of this.
Yeah, potentially if Fnatic win this also, it's gonna be in TNC's head. You know, they picked this Dragon Knight Mirana combination, didn't ban the Abaddon, they just pick it. It's negating so many kills so far.
Well, things will head towards, it looks like not just, you know, this 2-item Medusa, Gabby wanting to hit that level 20 talent, wanting that next item as Skadi of his own. And, you know, when you get to these games where teams are playing things a bit more cautiously, waiting for that great team fight, getting a lot more farm. One small thing I feel like I always see, one team's got a Philosopher's Stone, the other doesn't. Jabs is a very happy camper. His Lion's getting that extra gold, and TNC's like, damn it. Phoenix is like, where's mine?
Yeah, just like game 2. It feels like. It's also where he didn't get it. Was it game 3? I don't know, but in one of those games it was the same scenario. So once again, let's revisit my token idea.
Tokens. Yep.
Tokens.
Sounds like you're trying to sell me like the latest crypto. It's like, hear me out.
Dota
Black
tokens.
Black
And now they're smoked up looking for a team fight. And they have to, because otherwise Medusa could have just itemized into a more greedy way, where he just farms away. Double damage Terrorblade. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, and that's why Fnatic themselves are smoked up. They want to fight. They're happy to go on Gabby. His Medusa gets hit by an Earth Spike. The follow-up isn't going to be there
Walk
immediately.
went in, but he's dead.
He just deletes Bok. He just gets annihilated. Can they find more? They need the disables. But that's exactly what Jabs brings to the table. He's hiding in a Shadow Amulet. He loves this item pickup. He's found the Blink and Pale. He found Armel's Puck, the Shadow Amulet, giving him the initiation. He was just sitting there in Biz, and then Puck showed on the ward, and Jabs caught him. Oh, that's huge.
And
Jabs
Lion.
with some MVP plays.
Yeah. Jabs on his Lion is absolutely incredible.
He just makes Shadow Amulet look like a broken item. He did it earlier with the Shadow Demon as well, even though I think they ended up losing that game.
Yeah, they did, but as you said, what he did there in the base was... Yeah, it's kind of crazy how
Spike.
strong he makes that look.
That's picked off. We'll buy back. DJ in the front lines has the borrowed time. Just tanking up, forcing out the Medusa Stone Gaze. And Gabby's just going to retreat with this one. Has been ruptured, so he doesn't want to run too far. Can they get back into this Roshan pit? Puck respawning in 8 seconds. I think they're trying to force this one, knowing there's no Metamorphosis. Fnatic.
Oh, the arrow!
Black. Ooh, they've got the Abaddon to sit
Fake
behind
hype.
there. Okay.
What about Abaddon? No Medusa
I think-
20 talent yet. You can really see him struggle with his mana pool.
Same time, he may have enough time to wait it out because Terrorblade doesn't have Metamorphosis, so not sure if Fnatic want to force this one.
Our next team fight, if they want to wait, it's gonna be a BKB Terrorblade.
Or it's just going fishing, scouting for whatever they can.
Yeah. Where do you think the damage is gonna come from? I feel like it's mostly gonna be Phoenix, cause Medusa is itemizing purely into tank / utility. Oh, Boomy, you can't die here.
Phoenix, out of position, jumps forward, gets the egg off near the cliff. Good position to be. Box on the high ground though, he's stuck. He blinked up there. They killed the Lion though, so I think they're okay. Unless Fnatic
He's
realize
still
this.
stuck there, though.
And they see him with the Sleight of Fist. They know he's up here. He's got to blink in a couple of seconds, so he's
Drinking aggressively.
disengaged, goes in aggressively. Has the shield to maybe help him out, but now the Rupture's going to come into play. The first one comes out on block, the DK. Kind of disengaged, but he can't really run too far, even with the BKB, the Rupture causing him problems, and into the Roshan pit we go. Hawk
they really
thinking
do this,
twice,
though?
out of the Roshan pit we go.
Yeah.
Metamorphosis is coming up.
It's a perfect ancient spawn though for Medusa if he wants to snake it. Get back his mana. TB has meta again already? He does.
It's been a long standoff around this pit. Box
Medusa
Dragon
only sitting on
gonna be
500 mana.
I don't know.
They can't fight this.
Oh, but they kind of jump. TNC, catch the line on the high ground. That's the key hero to perhaps pick off. Schwan in trouble as well. He's been
Schwan,
silenced, now
grapple!
he's lead. Schwan, he gets the side of fist, he gets the remnant away. Still alive, one more right click for TB, not gonna be enough. He TPs himself home. Another rupture under this DK. And Raven being zoned back by the Aghanim Scepter, and
as well.
Armel, he found DJ. No more saves, they lose the DK in the process. It's Schwan on the Ember Spirit. The Stone Gaze being used, but it's just to kind of cover the retreat of Tims, who is being scattered by the Thirst.
Yeah, Armel also being
Fnatic.
startled about the thirst.
No shields though. If they hit an arrow, this could be problematic. There's
They are only 3 heroes.
by the steering chain. He manages it off. Death has got the one rupture that he used up, so Medusa gonna just TP on home. They may just give up this Roshan. They're delaying it so well. Medusa's gonna walk all the way back though, so Medusa's not here for quite some time after that TP out.
Egg up in
And that
5.
should be enough. Ooh, Raven doesn't have Metamorphosis. This fight is just the never-ending roast standoff. They egg, they Sunray. Who's going to kill it? Twan and Death, they're going to bring this down. Fnatic were ready for it. They punish this. Raven's
Died
looking
as
for a
well.
Sunder now. They're going to lose more. Tim's picked off. Armel dead as well. He was in the pit looking for the steal, but couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think they should have just given it up. They also lost the gem on the puck because of this that he previously stole from the Abaddon. Like, if you want to fight them, Medusa cannot TP out. Like, you gotta make a call collectively as a team, because now you bled away 3 heroes and gave them ages anyways.
And she was a bit mostly low on mana, but could have like fallen back and or looked for a Mystic Snake target. But
Yeah, it's tough.
You know, you mentioned it's not the Gabby hero, and that's something you mentioned. He's more about those jump in and kind of carries. So
Yeah,
Fnatic taking advantage.
we see the same Terrorblade story again. He's going to the Daedalus next, and then even Medusa should not be tanky enough to just stand there and fight through it. She has no damage items whatsoever. She's tickling this Terrorblade.
It feels like they're going to rely on some kind of Dragon Tail Arrow combo to catch him by surprise, and to do that they have to take Abaddon out of the picture, which maybe, like as
How
we
do you
saw
do
last
that,
game, that's going to be Armel's job. If Armel can even just silence the Abaddon, make sure that those heals don't and shields don't come into play.
Yeah, there will have to be the only play they really have. But he will have he already has BKB in fact. So it's gonna be absolutely perfect on the chain stun. It's a
It is
tough game from
Fnatic.
here on out.
Yeah. Aegis have got Orb of Destruction on TB. He's just looking to slowly siege things, but TNC have a very good draft to delay things and defend.
Yep.
Very annoying pushing into this frontline Medusa.
And in the meantime, Puck is just farming side lanes.
Arrows. And jabs, but yeah, it looks... And I mean, this is TNC making the most out of the map. They're defending while also getting farm elsewhere. So Armel making sure his farm continues, finds a Lincoln Sphere. That's a big pickup for him against this Lion.
Yeah, Medusa still holding her ground at the tower. Oh, they fought the Mirana.
Finger, backline, slide a fist, Schwan just deletes the Mirana with the finger of death. Gabby going to be forced to pop the Stone Gaze in the trees. They look to turn this one around. They get the Dragon Tail. Can they kill off Raven? He gets the BKB off just in time, finds a Thunder target. It's DJ who can pop the borrowed time to help himself heal back up, and Raven, he wants Bok. He wants the DK. Bok stuck in it, going to be stuck in the blood right as Schwan gets the backline as well. It's going to be a dieback if they're not careful. Mirana leaping away back to the high ground. Gabby in the front has a buyback of
Big
his own, but
snake.
he's completely out of mana. He gets the snake. He heals back his mana for now. TB still just wailing away, doing too much damage. Gabby mantles it off. Still scurrying back. Kim's in the trees. Has to be so careful. If they find him here, it's going to be a dieback. It's a monster kill. It's a double kill. Chuan, only Armel left standing, has got the Lincolns. Into the trees he goes with no Lion to worry about. Armel feeling confident, but there could be a Searing Chains. And Fnatic have found 4 kills plus multiple, at least one dieback there on the Mirana.
Yeah,
Fire flipping creeps. They want to go high ground.
Medusa had enough money for the Scar, he just never managed to buy it. And she just feels like a tickle monster. She's right-clicking a lot, but for not a lot of damage. Which is also why this item build fell out of favor. Like, you have this Aghanims, you can freeze people or stone people. Imagine if you had a Butterfly Skadi instead of this. It would be way stronger and you would actually feel its impact in these fights a lot more. You definitely missed the Aghanim's timing. And now it's all Terrorblade, who itemized purely fight.
Yeah, his dataless timing feels very, very scary. He just won't be up for much longer though, but feels like Fnatic have got themselves a pretty substantial lead here, Black.
100%. Like, the Medusa needs minimum one more damage item. Like, Skadi is good. Doesn't solve any damage problems though, which we kind of criticized at the beginning, that the draft is lacking damage. Once they get this Daedalus on Dusa, and maybe one more item after, I think they're going to be in a good position. But it's a long way till then.
Fnatic perhaps not going to be the ones to let up. They're grouped up as if they may be looking for another smoke play fairly soon. Here we go. Making their move. Raven going to be looking to push out this bottom lane. Not to worry about showing himself while the rest of his team look to make a play.
Daedalus on Terrorblade. It's going to be critting for a good 1000 every hit. Woo.
Just expires though. Get the root in the mid lane, Bok.
Radiant's bottom tower
Not going to
is
be
under attack.
gone on. They don't have the Bloodseeker nearby for the Ruptures. Feels like, I feel like a few of these fights, Death has just used both of his Ruptures on this DK because Medusa just stands still and Puck is so elusive. So this poor DK is just constantly suffering the Rupture.
Yeah, you blink in, you get ruptured, you get hit by Terrorblade. That's been his fate the entire game pretty much, even since the early game. But what other play does he have? Like, you're just a DK, right? That's what you're supposed to do.
A hero known for its, you know, flashiness by any means.
Yeah,
Will
especially from the offlane
defend
position.
top. And they've got the Fire Remnants if they need him back on this Radiant side of the map. Doesn't look like Fnatic are interested in forcing any kind of a high ground play. Is it just waiting for next Roshan again? We keep, you know, highlighting how important Roshan is for both these two teams.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like TNC will really be able to do a whole lot about it, because as soon as this Roshan respawns, the heroes at this point take it down very easily. And they just keep cutting all the side waves, but they just don't have no way of pushing his lanes in. Yeah, Armel TPing out just in time.
I was just hunting up there with an Invis rune. He almost found a couple of heroes, but TNC have regrouped and smoking on out. They're going to push the lanes with the Manta illusions, but Fnatic with good vision will not see the smoke, of course, but the fact when you have good vision, you don't see your enemies, it's a lot easier to kind of put 2 and 2 together and realize that they're probably smoked up.
Yeah. They are dewarding the newly put wards, so if they didn't know before, now they know 100%.
They see Medusa and they got to imagine Medusa's pushed to the river. There's, you know, no way Medusa should be alone, right? Fnatic playing things by the book, playing it safe. Heroes go missing, let's group up. We're not going to split and farm multiple lanes. You know, one of the recent golden rules of Dota is you don't farm 3 lanes. That's just too greedy.
Yeah, unless it's Illusions doing it. And this Philosopher's Stone has been such a godsend for that. He's so rich. Already has his Ether Lens. And yeah, in these games you can really tell how much this Philosopher's Stone actually impacts the game.
Middle tower is
It's
under
been, what,
attack.
almost 20 minutes? 80 GPM?
Yeah,
You can do the math right, Black?
1600.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I totally could have done that too.
That's basically one item.
100 gold. Yeah.
So, once again,
Hey.
tokens are a good thing. You can purchase
think
them
it's
at
even-
discount.
Time black coin at a crypto store near you.
You won't regret it.
Guys, don't buy it. It's a scam.
Oh, Mirana just gets blown up. No chance whatsoever.
December.
And this is when we see a Mirana pick just be useless. Like, the Abaddon pick made her useless early game, and now she's just so poor that she has no impact anymore.
Dire's
This was a great
bottom tower is under
Ember pickup for Fnatic. 10-0-7. Chuan is just having a hell of a game.
Yep,
Really
cutting some
stepping it
meat.
up here.
Already has Agon Scepter as well. Almost 25 for the Remnant recharge time. There's a lot of good timings coming here for Fnatic.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, he even got the book queued up already. Yeah, he's purchasing. Oh, they didn't purchase a minute 30 book, so now he is 25. And to Remnant City we go.
Oh yeah. What can TNC do here? Are they just at the mercy of Fnatic and forced to sit back, wait for mistakes, or can they make any kind of play?
I think they need to contest the next Roshan. Like the item in there is going to be too big, whether it's a refresher or Aghanims. It's a second Rosh or third?
It's
Forgot.
third.
Third Rosh, right?
No, where's no?
That's the second one.
I think second. Yeah, no.
It's going to be a shot. There's going to be Aegis Cheese. I
Not
just don't know how
as
to kill this
bad.
Terrorblade twice.
No.
With the Abaddon
Imagine
behind
like
him.
a TP with Refresher Shard would be very, or even Ember with a Refresher Shard would be very
Yeah.
problematic.
I mean, this is the new meta, right? You just build this refresher up on Ember, you have 10 remnants. Double BKB. So much damage coming out from you. Oh, double damage. Of course. Roshan will respawn in 1 second.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Will they scout it, though?
Well done.
Stone Boy's back. Waiting to be
Comes
slain.
TNC though, they're smoked up. They know they need to contest this Roche, but Fnatic themselves smoked up. They're claiming this high ground. And that Shadow is there. Ember gonna pop the smoke as he goes jumping in. The follow-up Impale is there. Bok gets out the first Dragon Tail. He's being ruptured up though. Gonna be caught in the Blood Ray if he's not careful. This TP just doing too much. The double damage, you can't even see it. But luckily Medusa with the Stone Gaze trying to get Raven. They do pop out the Supernova, but the Stone Gaze is already worn off, so he can't keep it alive. The Sunder! It goes on the Medusa, burning away her health here. She's in trouble. Gets brought down, and Death's Bloodseeker able to tank his way through all the damage.
There's a
Ace is
timeless
on now.
relic that somebody forgot. The Ancient.
Oh.
There's a big pickup.
I don't know whose it is.
Whose is that?
It's being pinged now. It's picked up by the Dire.
Okay, it was Dyer's anyway. Oof.
Okay. Medusa, no buyback. Went bought all out, bought the Daedalus for that fight, and just didn't have the damage. And now to the high ground we go. Fnatic.
Yep. That is the
Thank you for
problem.
Cat
If you
Roach,
can't
man.
execute your combo, this Terrorblade just hits too hard, and it looks like as though they're gonna lose. Park. Ember's on the chase, but
There's a
not chasing any
TP,
longer.
So I think he's just, he's not wasting his time with the puck.
if this goes to game 5, you gotta address the first phase of the draft. 100%.
The Lion, yeah. The
I don't
Lion
know
is
if
the
you
TP.
just take first pick or what. I don't know what the rules are. But if you don't get first pick, you need to either ban the Lion or Terrorblade. Like, you didn't find an answer to either of those.
And it does leave something else in the pool, but you've just got to be willing to accept that. Even, it feels like this Lion is doing way more than the Nyx that keeps getting banned, or
Yeah.
still
or
ban
the
the
Timber
Lion
that they
plus
keep
the Nyx.
banning.
True. Yeah, there's options to play into these heroes. As the second game in a row, Fnatic making full use of this Lion TB. They weren't going to go down without a fight, and they fall back on a Raven Classic, one of his best, most signature heroes. Get them all the way to a game 5. They're not there yet, though, Black. There's still, perhaps some hurdles to jump over.
Yeah. Just TNC, they like to make it hard for themselves, make it interesting for the viewers. So, see how long they can defend this base. They will definitely need some big damage infusion here on the Medusa. Rapier is probably on the menu at this point.
Good. You say damage, and that's what came into my head, so I'm glad we're on the same page. I'm hoping Gabby is. Late game Dota, here we go. 40 minutes as Fnatic.
He can be queued up right now.
Okay.
I feel like that doesn't answer your problem at all. Like, you need damage. You die last in every team fight. So survivability doesn't matter at this point, in my opinion. Damage, damage, damage. Damage. Maybe even a Satanic, so you can just survive a bit longer with that level 25 talent. Split shot uses modifiers. It's really good as well. You have like 600% lifesteal or something like that. Crazy. Pretty good.
Does that talent change this game for Gabby that much? Like, I mean, as far as, does it boost up TNC's chances here?
It does, but only if he itemizes into items that actually make good use of it, like a Satanic or just more damage.
Oh, DK.
they caught the
Remnant
DK.
from Tron. He gets the PKB off. Doesn't have the TP up, though.
No, they cancel the TP.
Oh. He's in for
No
the
reveal?
game, then. I think Ember has a gem.
Thirst.
Oh, no, actually, lost
Yeah.
a gem over somewhere. Not sure what happened to it.
Actually, Thirst.
Where did the gem
Great
end up?
ability.
On the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, and now it's time to knock on the high ground. They're not gonna let this Medusa farm any more items.
TB with a level 25 Metamorph range, can just hit this from the low ground, doesn't have to overcommit. Medusa forced to Manta, finds a Flicker, that's a great item to have. But it's still problematic, can't really move with the Rupture. Puck going on the backlines, wants this Lion, but the Lion kept alive by the Abaddon. Good defensive play from DJ. Knowing that Jabs is the #1 target for this Puck. Meanwhile, Raven just eyes on the prize, the buildings being picked off one by one. Goes in, sees the Phoenix, jumps the Phoenix, will force a necessary supernova. He's dead if he doesn't use it, and Tron's just happy to just get the hell out of there with this BKB. Still has a cheese, which is going to pop as well. The Puck goes jumping in. Once Jabs gets the take on out, but the damage just isn't there. As Raven won't find his Metamorph wearing off, so... Another... Oh! That's painful.
Wait, did that do a Rupture?
Yeah, Rupture dive. It was like casting the dive as the Rupture was cast. Didn't want to cast. I mean, I think it was dead either way. TB
Medusa's
is on the high
dying
ground with an Aghanim step there. Medusa gets the Flicker, but it's not going to be enough. Pull back in, doesn't buy back in the trees. Tims, as well as the poor Puck, get found out. They're leaping away. It's looking like we're going to a game 5. Jabs is getting low on the Lion, but that's just the Lion kill with the Stone Gaze committed. Gabby flickers out of there for now, but Rax being focused and TNC back against the wall. Doesn't look like they've got anything to unpin themselves as Gabby ruptured up, trying to turn onto Raven. Not enough, it looks like. The arrow will land, though, even after the mad sub, but it gets shielded off immediately. DJ always ready to make these plays. And Fnatic say it's time to get this W. Let's go for the tier 4 towers, let's go for the throw. Another arrow going to land, but once again, you got to expect that shield to come into play. Abby,
and the heal also.
The tickle monster, as you called him.
Yeah.
Some people afraid of the tickle monster, and Fnatic say that's not us.
Yeah.
He's resilient.
And that's it. GG.
GG, game 5.
Yeah, I expected TNC to be much more aggressive this time around. Like, Fnatic, we already said they know exactly what they want to do, which is hit this critical mass Terrorblade timing. And I thought with the itemization of the Medusa, they had the tools to stop him, but they were happy just sitting back and farming, even though the Medusa did itemize into an Aghanim Scepter. Like, if you want to go that route, just go like Skadi Butterfly or something, so you can right-click harder earlier. Because there was just so many damage issues that we already criticized from the draft.
Yeah, I mean, on the side of Fnatic, Raven and Chuan both with perfect games on a single death between the core mid laner as well as carry player, and Fnatic have forced a game 5 with a convincing game 4. We're going the distance, Black. We wouldn't have it any other way. The SCA TI10 qualifiers continue to deliver. We've got a lot more to say about this game as well as a potential game 5, so stick with us, guys. You don't want to miss game 5.